Simple interest. Simple interest is based on the principal amount of loan or deposit. It is calculated only on the principal amount of loan or deposit. It is also easier to determine than compound interest. Simple interest word problem. Belle is short in money and is currently having a trouble paying her tuition fees for college. She applied for a loan of 20,000 pesos for 3 years that charges a simple interest rate of 3% annually. How much interest must she repay after 3 years?
So now let us analyze the problem. Let's find out what are the givens. So the given are the principal amount or the principal value, which is the 20,000 pesos, the rate, which is 3%, and the time, which is 3 years. We need to make the rate a decimal. So we're gonna do divide 3% to 100, and it will become 0.03. So these are the given. So after finding the given, which is P is equals to 20,000, R is equals to 0.03, and T is equals to 3 years, we're going to solve it now. So the formula that we're going to use is 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 equals to PRT. So we're just gonna multiply P to R to T, or principal times rate times time. So substitution. IS is equals to, so substitution. IS is equals to 20,000 times 0.03 times 3, and it will be IS is equals to 1,800 pesos. So this will be the interest of Belle, the interest that she must pay after 3 years. Merel is worrying about the future of his children financially, so he is planning to deposit 50,000 pesos for 10 years to a bank that offers a 10% simple interest rate per year. How much interest can he earn after 10 years?
The given are principal P 50,000, the rate are 10%, then we will divide by 100 to make it a decimal. The rate will be 0.1. The time is 10. What is being solved is how much interest can Merel earn after 10 years. The formula we will use is 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 equals to PRT. So IS is equals to the principal P 50,000 will multiply by rate and multiply by time. It's 10. And the answer the interest rate is 50,000. 50,000.
Compound interest or compounding interest is interest calculated on the initial principal, which also include all of the accumulated interest from previous period on a deposit or loan.
Janvic's uncle has promised him to deposit an amount of 7,000 pesos on his bank account at a rate of 12% compounded annually as compensation for missing out on his every birthday celebration. In Janvic's account, how much is the interest and the future amount of money does it have after 5 years?
Now let's proceed in solving worded problems on compound interest presented by Group 6, and I am one of the members that is going to present or to show you how to solve worded problems on compound interest. Now here is the worded problem example number 1. We need to analyze first the problem and able for us to find the following given. Now, what is our principal here as per indicated in our problem? As we can see, there is the deposit, the word deposit, and there is an amount of 7,000. Therefore, our capital is amounting to 7,000 pesos. And what is our rate? Here, the word rate. Here is the word rate, and here is the number. But we have to convert it to decimal form in solving or in the process of finding the question or in finding the future value. So from 12%, we have to divide it to 100 or simply move the decimal point into the left side. And there you have it. We can get an amount of from 12% to 0.12. Now, our time here, as per indicated in the problem, is 5 years. Therefore, our time is 5 years. Now, in compounded interest, there is what we called the mode of compounding. As we noticed here, after the 12%, we can see the compounded annually. Therefore, our mode of compounding is compounded annually or compound annually. Now, what is the question in the problem? We have to find the future amount or the future value or the maturity value of the money inside the bank account and its interest, compound interest. There you have it. These is the questions. Now, let's proceed to the solution to the problem. We have here the following formulas to be followed. In finding the principal or the capital, the f or the future value times 1 plus r over m raised to t times m. Now, what is the r? R refers to as the rate, m refers to as the mode of compounding, and letter T refers to as the time or the term. Same goes to finding the future value. P, the principal, times 1 plus r over m raised to t times m. In finding the compound interest is equals to f minus p. F is the future value and p is the principal. Here is our formula that we'll be gonna use, and we needed to substitute it the following given and apply it to the formula itself. Now, f is equals to 7,000 times 1 plus 0.12 over 1 raised to 5 times 1. We needed to simplify it. Therefore, 7,000 times 1 plus 0.12 raised to 5. The number 1 or the value 1 is eradicated because if you multiplied it by another, the answer will be the same. Now let's proceed to our calculator and compute. Therefore, the answer we can get, the future amount or value is 12,336.39. Now let's proceed to the compound interest. Our formula is F minus P, or the future value minus the principal. Substitute it from 12,336.39 minus 7,000. Proceed to the scientific calculator or mental, or calculate it mentally. We can get the answer of 5,336.39. Now our future value from the problem to the problem is amounting to 12,336.39 after 5 years. And its compound interest is amounting to 5,336.39. And there you have it. These were the answers.
Danica is trying to save up money for her to use in case of financial difficulty. An initial amount of 150,000 pesos was deposited into her saving account, which compound 3.5 interest annually. How much is the interest rate and its future value after 8 years?
So we're going to analyze the problem. We're going to find the given, and we're going to solve what is being asked or what is missing. So what are the given? We're going to find out what is the principal, the rate, time, and mode of compounding. So the principal is 150,000. That is the principal amount that was deposited into her savings account, which compounds with 3.5% interest. 3.5 is our rate, and we're going to convert it to decimal. 3.5 is our rate, and we're going to convert it to decimal. We're going to divide 3.5 to 100, and it will become 0.035. And the time is 8 years. So our mode of compounding will be compounded semi-annually. So in the chart, semi-annually is equivalent to 2 years. The frequency per year, semi-annually, is equals to 2. So what is the question? So the question is, what is compound interest and what is the future value as mentioned in the question? So let's solve. Solution. The following formulas to be followed. P is equals to F, quantity of 1 plus R over M raised to Tm. F is equals to P, quantity of 1 plus R over M raised to Tm. And I is equals to F minus P. We're going to use, in finding the future value, the formula F is equals to P, quantity of 1 plus R over M raised to Tm. And in substitution, it will be F is equals to 150,000, quantity of 1 plus 0.035 over 2 raised to 8 times 2. So 150 is our principal amount, and 0.035 is our rate, and 2 is our mode of compounding, 8 is our time, and 2 is our mode of compounding. Solve 150,000 quantity of 1 plus 0.035 over 2 raised to 16. We multiply 8 to 2 and it becomes 16. And the answer, when you solve it, it will be F is equals to 197,989.40. So this is our future value amount. Now, we're going to solve, we're going to find out what is our compounded interest or compound interest. The formula that we're going to use is I is equals to F minus P, or future value minus P minus the principal amount. Substitution, the future value is 197,989.40 and the principal amount is 150,000. Subtract. The answer will be 47,989.40. So, the amount of future value is 197,989.40 and the compounded interest is 47,989.40.